able to throw down to have enough time to throw down the infrastructure and be ready for anything that his
Yeah.
opponent could throw. Bottom left-hand side in the Cyan Trunks, Kail, the Protoss player. Top right-hand side, we have Hope, who's hoping to take the game and go push the series into the grand final, or push himself into the grand final and take the series to an ace match. Hope the Prank Zerg. So, my friend Aju, hasn't this series been crazy?
This has been very interesting.
Yep.
Um, not
Yep.
not so
It's
many
pretty good.
standard games. It's been um,
Mm.
some
It's been
cheesy.
different.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
been very mind fucking the mind fucker, if I
Yep.
may
Yep.
say so.
Yes, you may, sir. Because here at Pixel8'd Weekly, we don't mind. We condone profanities to a certain degree. We don't condone racial slurs. So yeah, you sexy Swede. That's technically not a slur, is it?
No, okay, so Kail is optimizing for the same build
Mm-hmm.
again with the gateway.
Yep.
Uh,
And
gateway.
I do believe Hope will be going for the same style again. I don't know whether he'll actually change it up and try and be cheeky. Try and make something happen to upset his opponent.
Yeah. Um, I'll leave you for 10 seconds, MK. I need to open the door. Bear back.
No problem. 14 pool goes down by Hope. And as we can see, nice SimCity going down over here. Could have placed it a bit more over here to create a choke, but I think he's just trying to reduce the surface area of his gate in case there is indeed a random amount of lings at his base. Going for double assimilator, though. Not really sure why the double assimilator, especially this early. Could we be seeing some sort of high-tech one-base play from the Paros player? I mean, he can afford to do it as he's already one game ahead. He can afford to take it to the ace match. Immediately sending workers to both the extractors. Interesting. Haven't really seen it. Now we can see the SimCity coming into effect, making that cybernetic score here. Could possibly be seeing another pylon being placed over here or something. Fortifying his defenses in case there are any Zerglings coming in. Interesting enough, only dedicated 4 probes to the assimilators, 2 in each, of course. And as you can see, the first queen is nearly on its way. Already started at a quarter of the way, and we can see the natural. And yeah, interesting enough, still opting to leave his Overlord here, just in case any shenanigans happen until he gets the first 2 Lings up on the field so that he feels confident to move out. Hope is hoping that there are no shenanigans. And yep, it looks like there is a Zealot, which should be scouted by this Overlord on the high ground. Question is, will it be scouted? Yes, it does in fact get scouted. And Ling is also now just scouting to see if there are, in fact, any pylons. Looks like we're going to see the same style of opening, the double Zealot mothership opening. And this opening has proved to be quite potent if you do manage to kill off the queens, because sure, you do that 150 resource loss damage, but you also cockblock the Zerg player from being able to use the one magical spell known as Injects. And interesting enough, moving his Overlord back instead of further across the map, it looks like, oh, the Ling does miss out on seeing the Zealot, just taking the Zelnaga. It looks like the probe is making its way forward, and yep, warp gate technology is on the way, along with a sentry, and yeah, now dedicating 3 probes to each assimilator, and now the queens are in position, along with some lings. Additional drones are being made. Speed is on the way for the lings, and the drones have been pulled from the extractor,
Yeah, and this
just to
game
make
should
sure.
be looks a lot different because now
Yeah.
Hope is ready here, and this is gonna do
Mhm.
nothing to Hope.
Yep. Hope had some early game jitters. He's gotten a lot. Well, he's getting an additional queen in the main, so by all means, he will not be completely supply blocked, and he can actually not as supply blocked, but production blocked, I should say. And some lings are just going to go and see if they can do some shenanigans. Not really going to go deep. And yep. Oh, he's overcommitting a little bit, but he did manage to bait out the units for some darts to fly by his queens.
Oh, and look
And
at this. The Mothership Core will place a time warp, I think.
oh
Um,
yeah, it's going for it. Nope, it's just trying to pick off some of the workers, but now it might leave a
there we
time warp.
go.
Yep, it does.
Nice play by Kail.
hmm trying to do some damage, but oh, it looks like he does manage to get the natural up, but there are still two zealots here. The zealots are now focusing down, they did temporarily focus down the hatch, and it looks like this hatch will have to be cancelled, not losing it this time. And what is the follow-up? There is a robotics coming out earlier than before. This is the variation in the build from before. And, yep. Excuse me. Oh,
Oh. Okay,
sorry
so
about that.
Kail,
Oh,
he's
wow.
losing both the sellouts and the mothership core. I don't know if it's worth it, but the hatchery is greatly delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee's gonna go for the same build as the last game, adding the robotics facility as well as the Twilight
Yeah, but
Council.
he's changed it up a little bit because in the last game he delayed his robotics facility a little bit, but this was slightly earlier because maybe he didn't do as much damage as he expected. This is some interesting variations. And as you can see, the creep spread has started. There's already a creep tumor, and it should be spreading to the third. And this is a fascinating game. I'm really curious to see what sort of tech he'll be going for, or whether this is purely... Oh, nope, there we go, Blink.
Yep, Blink. He actually went with that the last game.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah,
Yeah,
like
and
he is favoring the upgrades here, currently boosting them. I think it's gonna make a little timing push with a couple of immortals and stuff like that. Um, but we will see. Maybe I think he's gonna take his third. Not quite sure yet.
I'm actually really curious to see what layer tech option the Zard player does take because he does have the macro hatch. He's just established his third. There is a force pushing out. It looks like, yep, just securing his own third, this Protoss player
Yeah.
is. And there's a Hydralisk Den coming, but will it be a defensive Hydralisk Den or will it be used for offense? I
Uh,
would say the first one.
yeah.
So
Um,
where would the Protoss player go from here, Arjun?
um, I think that he did he scout. No, he did not scout. Did not scout the Hydralisk Den just yet. I knew he sent out a hallucinated Phoenix, but he didn't actually scout the Hydralisk Den, and that is actually kind of good for Hope, because if Kail doesn't know he's going for Hydralisk, he won't really build a Colossus, uh, or the Colossus Den, as I say it.
Yep.
Kail can go for a heavy blink army with force fields
Mm-hmm.
and immortals, but
Yeah.
I feel that Hydras can kill that. But there we
Oh,
go,
yeah.
the robotic space going down for Kail, and he should be kind of safe. But as we see this game, Hope managed to drone properly
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So now he's actually going strong. I would like to see a second evolution chamber so we can um, get them upgrades going.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And he's now, yep, there. As you said that, man, he heard you.
Yeah,
Great minds think alike. Looks like the third is just finished for the Paros player. Spire is coming up, and along with that, a fourth for Hope, who's hoping. I do believe that there is a chance that Hope could actually make it to the ace match. And this Mothership Core is dangerously in bad position, and the
yeah.
skill augments have finished, but he's just not doing anything. And there goes the Mothership Core.
Oh, but he sees it and he's gonna try to catch it, but realize that he's too far away to do anything about it. Something I would like to see. Okay, so we see actually the exact same build here, um, adding those gateways, but there is no extended thermal lance just yet. Um,
Mm,
maybe it's been a little bit pressured because he knows
yeah.
that Hydras is already out and he really needs those Colossus going.
Yep, 10 more drones are being made right now, so just insane dronage. We should be at 73 once these pop. And immediately going for his +1 air flyer right now. And I could say that his main is a little undersaturated, only 13 drones at his main on the mineral lines. His third is just a little oversaturated, and yeah, it looks like we're seeing a very standard game, but due to the fact that the Protoss didn't do so much damage earlier as part of the last game, um, Hope can actually just feel more comfortable. He's just felt his way through the game. He's responded perfectly. And yeah, 5 Corruptors on the way. 7.
Yeah. I'm happy that Hope didn't go from Yudas because since Blink was there and the upgrades is there to deal with it. Um, but yeah, we'll see here. There is 2 Colossus um, out, so there's
Yep.
gonna be a timing push here. It's
Oh,
it's a good engage. Yeah, you don't want to engage there.
yep.
Um,
And this is why I love this map because it's got something for everybody. The Paras player can find areas which are somewhat closed in, and the Zerg player can also find areas where you can just engage and swarm in from every angle. And yep, getting that crucial 7 to 8 gases. I do believe he's just sacrificing some supply here just to
yeah,
get more and more units that are useful in this particular matchup. Oh, some of the links. Yep. Just I think these are just trying to buy time because they've led the army on a merry chase.
yeah. He do have a lot of corruptors, 10 corruptors to deal with 2 Colossus at the moment, so that would be enough. And the Colossus is actually the dangerous part against Harlisk. Uh,
Plus
but
2
there he
is just
gets a
about to
very
finish.
good,
He should buy some time.
he got a
Ooh.
very good force fields off there, getting Hope off guard. Uh, and now it's
Oh,
actually
and
gonna
Hope
be,
actually forgot to get Groove Spines.
oh shit, and this can look, getting the forward pylon down so he'll be able to warp in with his gateways and killing the fourth
Mm-hmm.
hatchery of Hope there, but he needed really needs to get those Colossus down really fast here, and the force field is there, Guardian Shield is there, very good. He's microing his Colossus back to
Yeah, but it's way too late. All the Hydralisks are melted, and there's
yeah,
nothing really left here. And I do believe that Hope has run out for this Pink Zerg player who's desperately trying his hardest right now. But that's a GG.
GG.
Kail is in the final. We have a PvP final. Are you crazy?
Kail has really impressed me a lot here. He's a very, very good player.